Texas Memorial Stadium. We're headed toward the backstretch of the season, Week 9, and we couldn't be more fired up about this clash here on EA Sports College Football. Mississippi State about to boot it away as we start the festivities. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Texas offense that has the first possession of the game. And here comes Arch Manning. What a game he had last time out. 3 touchdowns, better than 200 yards, leading his team to victory.
Yeah, and you know, when we talk to the coaching staff, they just sort of say, hey, we're going to go as our quarterback goes. And they're on a nice little win streak right now. And the biggest reason why is because the play of the guy behind center. He has been lights out throwing it. He's been making big plays, keeping the offense on rhythm and avoiding the turnovers. That's all been critical. He keeps playing like this, they're going to keep winning games.
Caught in the backfield, it's Smothers. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Moves around to clear up the vision. Looking down the left side. Picked off! What a play by this defense! Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. Taylor wants to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. And the Bulldogs want to crank the tempo.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown Bulldogs! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
Really nice timing on that throw by the quarterback. Took his steps, he hitched, he got rid of it quickly on a line, put it on his guy running straight down the field, and he's able to catch it in the end zone.
Man, I hope the kicker's okay after that penalty. You've got to worry about protecting them when they're on that plant leg. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. He wants to change this route. Manning on play action. Fires to the wideout. Complete left side, Coleman. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense at Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed, David. You bring in Cam Coleman from Auburn with his size and speed. So who do you cover if you're on defense?
Yeah, I wouldn't even mention the running backs who you bring in, too, who are studs. So, like, they're studs all over the field. This is an offense that, Sark, when they really get it going, man, the passing game becomes elite. And they can do so many good things to you. But just Cam Coleman and the ability to catch the football when he's not open. Like, it's second to none. Look forward to watching him and the Arch connection and how it grows.
That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field.
You know, God bless Texas, because they can lose great running backs, and they just go into the portal and they get a great running back. Oh, no, they got 2 great running backs. To get Smothers, to get Brown to come over, obviously guys with experience at big-time universities. I expect Texas to be able to run the football and, Jesse, have one of the best 1-2 punches.
Hey! and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Bulldogs! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Got a little room. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Longhorn. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up. It's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Got it. Could not make his way to the corner. Mississippi State right back to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Pocket breaking down. And it's a sack.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to it early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Quarterback adapting. Hard running there. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Oh, they're after him. Makes the grab. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Guys, when you really take a look at Texas, they've made it to the middle of the season, #1 team in the land, but now's when you have to work on staying there.
Yeah, it's been a really, really good start. Impressed with them, impressed with offense, defense, special teams, complete unit so far. But yes, 7 games in, we ain't crowning a national champion.
No doubt about it. And listen, they've looked good for most of the first half of the year. Obviously, that's why they've got that number beside their name now. But when you're the #1 team, all that means is the games get bigger and bigger as you go. So still lots of meat on the bone for this team.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To throw, Manning. Bringing the heat. He makes the catch. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it Smothers. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive, attack, come downhill, go get the running back, get him on the ground.
Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. 3rd down from the gun, Manning. Got out of trouble and throws. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Wide receiver going in motion. Snags it, and there's running room. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. Complete. Looking for the end zone. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown. Before they snap the ball on 2nd down, timeout is called. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Hart's going to spin it again. Touchdown, Longhorn! Quick strike through the air for the score. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the 1st. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Mississippi State going up-tempo.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a 1st down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They'll give it to Fluff.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the 1st quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got it. Really good job on the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Maybe a crease. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. Quick tempo here for the offense.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Here's a give to Bothwell. He breaks a tackle. He'll try to take it back. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulldog!
You know, sudden change situations are so interesting because oftentimes in that kind of instance, you get the ball back on a turnover, and offenses are trying to take a shot looking for the home run touchdown. But that time, they just turned around and handed it off. It was a more conservative play call, David, but it gave them the same desired result.
Well, and it's kind of crazy. When you force that turnover, everybody goes bananas. The sidelines going nuts. You get a little bit of extra juice, and then they hand the football off, and everybody does their job. They capitalize on it. Momentum swings happen so fast in college football.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Arch is going to throw for it. Escapes the pressure to his right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down.
Well, the defense finally figured it out. That was critical for their confidence.
They snapped it to the up man. He's on the run. They'll stop him short, and they had it sniffed out from the beginning. The Bulldogs' offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up.
Well, they were trying to get clever. They thought they had the right look for that fake punt, but give the defense a lot of credit. They were expecting it.
Off play action on 1st down. Good timing on the quick out. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Taylor wants to throw it. Finds a spot in the middle. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Second down, he'll throw it. Into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. These fans trying to be like a 12th man on defense and help them get a stop. Here comes the heat. Looking to the end zone. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Picks up the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Longhorns in the hurry-up.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Arch Madness. Finds his man. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Hauls it in. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most.
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Looking to throw, it's Manning. Unloads to the wideout. On the left side, here's Coleman. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The Longhorns, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. They've got the screen set up. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking for room. It's Smothers. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. The offense changing the play. Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on 4th down. Unloads to the right. Makes a grab. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Longhorns go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll run it. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So, let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Taylor wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. On 3rd down, here's Bothwell. Not able to get outside. They tried to run wide, and they got nothing. It'll be 4th down. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their 2nd. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. They kick it away on 4th down. Makes a catch at the 10. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Quarterback making adjustments. Here's Manning to throw. Taken in on the right side by Coleman. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Uncorks one to the middle. Makes a deep grab. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. And the Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Going to work in the air, it's Manning. Turns it loose. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Had to throw it before he wanted. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over, because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
The Longhorns stop the clock for the final time, calling their 3rd timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Not a lot of room to field this one. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Here's Arch to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Throws for the tight end. And it's his fourth interception of the game. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Taylor wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Evans. Breaks free, and he might be gone. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Mississippi State calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Snagged in the middle, it's Johnson. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. He got it. That'll cut the lead to 28-27.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is out of bounds.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brown. Got enough for the first. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the Texas A&M Aggies taking on the Utah Utes.
The Longhorns will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
I caught up with the Mississippi State head coach at the half. His biggest concern right now is how they are handling this very hostile environment. It was tough in the first quarter, and this crowd is making it even more difficult. They are loud. They are crazy. And his communication says they have to improve at the line of scrimmage, making sure they're getting into their run game, their RPOs, and being strong with all their communication. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Might as well stick with him. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Mississippi State right back to the line. On third down, here's Bothwell. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly roll.
Here on the Texas sideline, guys, I can feel the energy here and the chemistry between this quarterback and his star wide receiver. He's already got 100 yards receiving in this game, and the way they're talking on the sideline here, they want to keep that going. I think you're going to see him continue to get some downfield targets from his QB here in this game. I'll keep you posted.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Throwing Manning. Fires to the right. He's got it. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Hookem is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
Finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite guys on the outside that can win those matchups for you and make those big plays.
Caught in the backfield. It's Wingo. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and long. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Gets rid of it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Mississippi State comes out on offense to start the drive. Taylor wants to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz.
There's a crease. Touchdown Bulldogs. They look finished, but they're all the way back, and they have the lead.
This quarterback is so unique, and he's so special because of his running ability, his wiggle, his speed, and his burst in the open field. He's like a running back playing the quarterback position, and he shows you that on that play.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points, and then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. The Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry-up, defense has to be ready.
Lets it fly. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He'll pull it down and run. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds after 27 as this offense tries to get something going. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. 4th down, Manning. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. It's caught downfield. And the Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Trying to impose their will with the run. Here's a little room there. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Longhorns are marching down the field. They'll test the right side. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Manning. Got his man on the right. At the 20, he's got space. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. They'll run it. It's Simon. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He might want another play. To the air. It's Manning. Touchdown, Longhorn! They take the lead with the 6.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
Under fire. Sweet grab in the end zone for the 2.
And I think you hear about this chart all the time, when to go for 2, when not to go for 2. Smart decision. Second half, being up by 1 doesn't help. Getting that 2-point conversion, that's a big deal. Now this offense up by a field goal.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. They'll start this drive going to the air. Get it out on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing, when they bring...
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off. He's knocked out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 44. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Took it all the way back to the house.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And, David, you know, it's funny. I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Motion from the wideout. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up.
And the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, you've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Lacey. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Here's the pressure. On the move and looking. Fires on the move. Finds his man. It's Simon. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So first down, we'll open up the final period. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. He'll start this drive firing. Gets it out quickly. Trying to take it back. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Mississippi State. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker.
This offense is high octane, boy, and you just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
They make fun of kickers saying they don't have to worry about contact, but they do in situations like that. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Here on the Texas sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
All right, Holly. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Might be changing the route. Dropping back, it's Lacey. Throws to the wideout. And that third down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
I expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And he was fighting with everything he had, Jesse, trying to reach whatever he could, scratch, crawl, fight for that little bit of yardage he needed to get the first down, but it didn't look like he was going to get there anyway.
No, ball security, it still has to be at a premium, though.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses getting really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that rain is coming to an end. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the 4th quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Wingo. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Wants to adjust the pattern. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Morris. Fires quickly. Turning it on! They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown Longhorns! He got it back corner of the end zone.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty, you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
Snags it over the middle. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down.
And because of the success that this quarterback has had early in this game running the football, if I'm the coordinator calling plays, I'm dialing up his number more. Designed runs, and also telling him on the sidelines, hey, listen, remember, if it's not open, take off. Just go get it yourself. They don't have an answer for you right now, and this is a big key for us to win this game.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the 1st down, and they're like, all right, let's...
And he's got room. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. Taylor wants to throw it. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. So now it's 2nd and long. Handoff, Fluff Bothwell. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. 3rd down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
He'll bring it out. It's Bishop. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. They're on the cusp of what would be an historic loss, falling as the #1 team in the country unless they can pull it together here in the final moments. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. The officials blow the whistle to stop play. There is a Longhorn shaken up. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Bought a little time, lets it go. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw, it's Lacey. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. And the Longhorns will hustle to the line. Wants to throw again. Moving out to the right. Finds the big tight end. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Under fire. Breaks loose. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Oh, he wants it all. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Man, you kind of wondered, when were they going to cover this guy? He's been making catches ad nauseum. When was he going to get some special attention? Nice job by the defense. You could tell they were forcing the football there. Broke on the football, almost had the big play.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Texas! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. They want to see if they can score the deuce. Looking downfield, it's Lacey. He's got it. 2-pointer is good, and now it's a one-score game here deep in the 4th. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They'll start on the ground with Buck Bothwell. This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight. Defense calls a timeout. 2:07 remaining on the clock. Interesting strategy here to try to maximize their use of the 2-minute timeout. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Let's see what he can do with it. Slips through the line. He's going to get loose. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. Here comes the Texas offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down 1 late. Do you want to just kick the extra point and tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for 2? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Buck Bothwell. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And you got to bang a timeout right here. You've got 2 left. After running the football, save as many seconds as you can to give yourself an opportunity to come back and win this game.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty, so important at the college level. Unloads quickly. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays.
Snags it, and he's open. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they've got the lead in the final minute. The Bulldogs answer right back with a score of their own.
Man, what a great job with the execution in a moment where you had to have it. You score the touchdown, you take the lead. There's less than a minute to go in this game. All your defense has to do now is get a stop and you win.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Back to throw, it's Lacey. Escapes the pressure going right. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Wants to throw it again. Flushed out of the pocket. Throws to the tight end. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. On the run, fires downfield. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Rushes on him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Great job in this 2-minute drill as he gets out of bounds, keeping the clock on their side as they're trying to pull it out. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. The snap sets up the throw. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Longhorn! The Longhorns with a huge score to answer.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
He will get there, and they take the lead with a 2-point conversion. What a gutsy call. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Checking in from the Mississippi State sideline. This defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment. They've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I could see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Taylor wants to throw. He's got him. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. This will be the last play of the game and the last chance they have maybe to win. He's going to let one fly down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And what a way for this defense to end it. A pick as time runs out. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis.